Continuing coverage, the 5 statues representing the children of the Holocaust are back on display at the Sherwin Museum of Jewish Art.
We told you back in 2021 they were vandalized after some young boys knocked them down. Fox 23's Alexa Mostrom stopped by the museum today to find out what this means to them to see the statues back on display.
5 statues shaped like small children can be found at the Sherwin Museum of Art. However, they have not always been there.
It's been a process, and we're just so happy that they're now back in their rightful place here in Liberators Park.
Tracy Hurst Woods is the director of the Sherwin Museum of Jewish Art.
We found the next day the statues were on the ground. They were bent at the legs down. A couple of them were moved off the pad altogether.
Hurst Woods says it took the artist 2 years to get the statues back on display.
So she reinforced the legs, but 3 of them, she had to build back up from the bottom up.
Hurst Woods says 2 young boys were responsible for vandalizing the statues. She says the act wasn't anti-Semitic. The boys were just bored.
The young boys, we wanted them to be impacted on the gravity of what they did. And so when it came down to being sentenced and the judge, he recommended community service, and we offered for them to do community service here on our campus, and they did.
Sophia Thornblad, the director of collection and exhibitions at the museum, says the exhibit is more than just art. The stones that fill the statues represent specific children.
And that is what each of these statues is filled with, are the names of some of these children who died during the Holocaust.
Thornblad says the display being back up is incredibly important for the people who come to the museum.
They're a way for young people to directly connect with the Holocaust by remembering the name of a specific individual who perished.
The museum plans to eventually have 15 statues to represent the 1.5 million children killed. The museum is happy to have the statues back on display and is excited to get back on track with finishing their exhibit. Covering News That Matters, I'm Alexa Mostrom, Fox 23 News.